Hi Taurus, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what I'm here to do is I'm going to do a read for you and that other person, and last but not least, it's you. You're my last video going for this next 2 weeks here, so we're going to see what's in store for you. So I just saved the best for last. Okay, all right. So no, I love all of you, and I am here to do a read for you and the other person. So what we're going to do is see what wants to come out. This is going to be, you with the other person. The other person might be a friend or family member, as well as a spouse, significant other, or a person of interest. Okay, so do note that. All right. This will be for all Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs. And what else do you need to know? This is going to be, I'm pulling on the energies of the collective, and that's what tends to pull in. So it may not resonate with everyone. I do hope that there is something that you can take with you. If you would like a personal read that taps into your personal energies versus the collective, then go to theguidedintuitive.com, somewhere up here, and we're going to go ahead and get you set over there. All right. So let's go ahead and do this and see what's in store for you here. Now, what we're going to start out with first is going to be you and the current situation at this time. I'm going to be using a different decks that can give me different kind of advice and insights that comes from different angles. So I always kind of like to do that. Sometimes if you say something a little different, it comes across something in someone in a whole new way, and they're like, yes, okay, I get that part. So that helps. I do want to thank all of you that have booked the Beyond the Read sessions. That is about reading of negative beliefs and any type of negative emotions that might be holding you back on your journey. What we do and what I do personally, in terms of my healing modalities, is we go in and we eradicate that, so you're able to move on to your journey in a much lighter fashion. Okay, and it is actually stemmed with a lot of coaching as well. So a lot of times it depends on what a person might want. So do check my box up here. Well, my description box down here, and of course up here as well. And in my coaching, I'm all about setting up. It's all about getting the results in terms of what it is that you want, and I help my clients do that. So if there's a specific thing that you're looking to attain, predominantly what I've just discussed, that is one thing. I also do strategic coaching as well, and a separate website that I have for that too. So more about that later, but this is about you. So let's go ahead and get down to it. So where are you at right now as it pertains to the situation or relationship? If you do not have a relationship or a significant other, this might deal with a particular situation, one side of the situation and the other side of the situation. Okay, so do note that. All right, so here we go with the first set of cards. Let's see what it is that wants to come out. We get clarity. This is so cool. Okay, this is nice. That of which was hidden before is now coming out. This is interesting because I think previously something wasn't clear, and this is an amethyst down here. I don't know if you can actually see that, but that's that crystal amethyst, and this is coming out because the amethyst is all about protection, right? It is also about abundance too. So I think that you're ridding of the fear and now getting the clarity that you're looking for. So this could be in a relationship, this could be within a situation of some sort, but that's what I see coming out. There's some sort of clarity that you're getting from a situation, and maybe previously that you were, I don't know, in some way, shape, or form, that maybe you were hidden from this, or you were hiding from this. But this is saying that clarity is going to bring the abundance of what it is that you needed, the whatever it is that you needed, the information that you needed. It's going to be bringing abundance to you. So whether that is in a work situation or whether that is in a relationship, you're going to get the clarity that you need. So this is really great, Taurus. I love to hear this. Let's see what the Sacred Traveler Journey cards I want to say about this in terms of your current situation or current relationship. Let's see what that is here. Here we go. Vast vistas. So it wants you to expand your horizons a little bit more broader than you had before. Broaden things out a little bit more, and it's going to help you. I think one of the major things is there. So that's what's kind of really coming through here. So that's what I see. Now I'm going to pull some tarot, and I want to see what wants to come out for that. I'm looking for something and I don't see it. Okay, cool. All right, got it. Okay. So here we go. Here's the tarot. So I want to see what wants to come out for you. I actually shuffled it before and put everything upright because I always like to start it with a fresh deck and fresh energies per read. So let's see what going through vast vistas and expanding your horizons. I think you're doing that because I think you've got the clarity that you need. So then something came to an end. Okay. Now it could be within a relationship or within a situation which leads you to explore vast vistas. So the death card is a major arcana card, meaning something has come to an end. And sometimes coming to an end can be a good thing because look what it garners in. This brings it right on in. What we've got here is a Four of Wands, and this is all about harmony. This is about home. This is about marriage. This is interesting. Sometimes things have to come to an end in some way. It could be getting rid of a limiting belief, getting rid of a fear. It could be sadness. Whatever that case may be, and putting an end to that. It could be for some of you, which leads you kind of looking at vast vistas for some sort of insights and to glean some sort of insights, and boom, there you have it. The tarot clarifies it a little bit more in terms of home and stability with the Four of Wands. It could be with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy, or you're just carrying that energy in terms of that passionate fire energy here. This is beautiful, and I love seeing this. And this is about the situation or the relationship as of now. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what it is in terms of your feelings, what your feelings are. What are your feelings? Let's see what that is. Your feelings, wow. You get a reaction. There's some sort of reaction. Maybe that something took you back by surprise, because you can kind of see that with this person here, that they're taken back by surprise. You or someone else. And there is some sort of reaction to this. So this is quite interesting. I haven't seen this card in quite some time. So this is quite interesting. But what this is telling me is that it's almost as if there is, gosh, I mean, something that was blooming and something that, some sort of unresolved emotions, and maybe a reaction to unresolved emotions took someone a step back, okay? And I think that's kind of what we discussed, kind of here, that there was some sort of unresolved emotions that had to come to an end. Something had to die, and I think it let someone kind of take a step back a little bit, okay? So note your comments below, but that's exactly what I'm seeing here. It is about like uncomfortable emotions, and this is about responding with compassion, with careful consideration in the process. Maybe that beneath the surface, things have maybe been unbalanced for quite some time in this situation or in this relationship. But this is basically saying that when you limit your emotions, you limit the truth of the situation. When you don't get real with your emotions, you can't heal the situations. And this is one of the things that I talk about in terms of my coaching. So do keep that in mind, that this is very, very key. Kind of observe your emotions and consider what it is that they're telling you at this particular time, because this is talking about your feelings. Something made you take a step back, kind of made you take a kind of like a breath, saying, whoa, right? That's what actually came about. So note your comments below. So there was some sort of denial, some sort of numbness of some sort that kind of came into play here, but that's exactly what I see here. And this is about accepting your own emotions and accepting your own self in a very calm way, in a very in composed way. And when you accept your emotional self, like this, you're blessed in every solution. I mean, that's such key here. So this is like, don't deny your reactions, and that's particularly what this is saying. So let's go ahead and do some clarification. Let's see what the sacred journey cards want to say about this reaction in terms of your feelings from the situation or in this relationship. Okay, let's see what that is. What did the sacred journey cards have to say? Crossing bridges. So whatever it was, it's time for healing, okay? So this is about connecting, mending, and releasing. So perhaps whatever it was that you found out, Taurus, is now made you take a step back, and then you're crossing over the bridge. You're crossing over the hurt You're crossing over the pain and you're allowing it to heal. So I think that you're really acknowledging your emotions, because being real about it, again, lets you heal, okay? Being real about how you feel helps you heal, okay? And that's what I really see coming through for you. So you're crossing those bridges from one side to now with this new knowledge, and then crossing over to the other side. But with that does take time, okay? So let's see what the tarot has to say. Let's see what the tarot has to say for you in this situation, in terms of your feelings and your situation, for further clarification. Let's see what the tarot wants to say, okay? Let's see what comes across. Justice. Wow. Talk about the balancing of the scales. Sometimes the truth comes out, right? So this is justice, and justice will be served. It's a major arcana card here. So the truth is coming out, justice will be done. And that's really what I felt was happening, because something was put to an end because of it. And that's okay. Sometimes that, endings just bring about these brand new beginnings. And keep in mind that something is just transformed, right? There's no really a stop and a start. There is actually a transformation that is taking place, as it relates to this relationship or in this situation. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at your partner's feelings in this situation, or in this situation or relationship. Your partner's feelings. What is that? We get the Queen of Wands. Might be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, that fire type energy. Someone that is into the esoteric a little bit, but very, vibrant, very enthusiastic, very exuberant. She's a queen. She's got influence, right? And she's real perceptive, okay? She's real perceptive, and that's what I get here. So this is quite interesting. Interesting. Let me go ahead and clarify the Queen of Wands, your feelings. So you might be dealing with that, or you might be taking on this type of energy, Taurus. Let's see what else wants to come through. Either you or this other person's got a lot of choices. So perhaps there's some choices that need to be made, and getting rid of any fear or any illusion, okay, that might be standing in the way. What is illusion and what is real in this situation, right? So ridding of the illusion within this process. This is the Seven of Cups. Cups talk about emotions, and they're that water sign. You might have a lot of choices at this other person might have a lot of choices at this particular time, okay? And they're trying to figure out what is illusion and what is really real for them, so they can move forward in their truth, okay? That's what I see here. Now let's go ahead and see real quick what the sacred journey cards have to say on this one. And this would be their feelings on the other side, and in terms of their relationship or the other side of the situation. Okay, so here it is. What do we get? Ascending the mountain. And this is about moving forward and to keep moving forward, okay? So quite interesting. So ascending the mountain, it means that you're actually taking the climb, okay? You're choosing to actually continue to move forward along the path. So I see the mountain, I see the guy that's kind of looking at that, and it's just like, it's kind of like, okay, keep going forward, one foot in front of the other. This is saying that you can achieve whatever it is that you put your mind to, Taurus, by putting one foot in front of the other. And even though that there'll be, some vast vistas around there, even that sometimes it may seem that you're going 3 steps and then maybe falling back 2, you're still getting closer to what it is that you want to manifest. You're still getting closer to your goal. So this is what it wants to bring up, okay? So keep that in mind, because sometimes you may need to take smaller steps, but that's okay. Take deeper breaths, but don't stop. Keep going, okay? Okay, I was thinking of that song, Don't Stop. I mean, really, it's funny. I mean, I don't know. It's just, that's what I really am finding this is here. It's like, every step is going to take you to a higher peak of the mountain. And it's just going to be, you're going to actually be ascending the mountain. And then soon it's going to be all worth the hard effort that you put into it. So this could be a relationship that you're persevering with and going through that, or you're moving forward on a new relationship, and you're moving to that next phase, in terms of what it is, or that next scenario in that situation. But that's what I see. Now let's see what the Earth Oracle cards want to say about this in terms of the other person's feelings. Let's see here. The other person's feelings with the other side of the situation. Moderation, okay? This is about approaching, this person is kind of approaching this with love. You know, the hummingbirds are the spiritual animal totem of love. They're messengers of God, or of source, whatever that is for you. But they go from flower to flower to flower, right? With the, you know, to get that nectar, and they're just spreading love all around. And don't you know that there's always two of them, and it's so beautiful. If you see one, the other one's not far behind. At least that's what I always see. But this is beautiful. But do things in moderation. Don't overdo it. Again, if you're ascending on this person on this other side as they continue to take, you know, their steps, sometimes they'll have to take a smaller step, but take deeper breaths, but still keep going and moving forward. But move forward in moderation. Don't overdo it, okay? And so that's advice for this other person. Now let's get into the obstacles and blocks on this relationship or in this situation and what that is. Obstacles and blocks. What is that? Wow, a revision. So something needs to be rewired in this relationship or in this situation. The interesting thing is that you've got a dragon down at the bottom, and the dragon can sometimes be the dragon that's kind of huffing and puffing and bringing that negativity and bringing you down, as things were before, right? It's almost as if your narrative needs to change, and it needs a significant rewire, okay? And so what this could be is something from the past, that, you know, again, at the very beginning of the situation that made you take a step back, is now garnering some sort of rewire. So it could have been a past situation in terms of childhood of some sort that now, you know, you had no choice and you accepted that. And sometimes you changed yourself to kind of fit that, to get the love you needed or whatever that was, for example. But now as your older self, adult self, you're looking at this and thinking, wow, that doesn't fit me anymore. I am worthy of love. I was born loved, you know, and I need to rewire and create this new narrative for myself. So that's what's coming into play here. And this is a perfect opportunity for my Beyond the Read. I mean, this is exactly what I do even in the coaching. So think about that. If you see a continuous pattern come up, this situation is one of which that is needs some sort of revision. Now, it could be within a relationship or in this situation. You need to rethink this out, okay? And the interesting thing too is that the dragons also in the Orient, as I mentioned in the other reads, also symbolize, you know, they can symbolize, you know, success and prosperity. So do keep that in mind, okay? Says my roommate's dog. Okay, so that's what seems to come about, but there is some sort of revision that is necessary, you know, in terms of what's happening. It's an obstacle, but there is a revision that needs to take place. Okay, so that being said, let's see what the tarot has to say in terms of obstacles or blocks. Anything else that wants to come around for this? Okay. Yeah, there is a new opportunity. This is the Ace of Wands, and the Wands are the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy. You might be dealing with someone with this, or you're taking on this fire energy. And this is a potential for inspiration and a potential for creation of something new. I love this. So especially right after the revision, which means that hopefully there is an opportunity for you to take this and revise this, okay? Whatever it is that you might be seeing. You know, in terms of the pattern. What else wants to come through? Let's add one more here. Yeah, something needs to be revised. Perhaps there was a third party situation, or perhaps there was something that left you to real heartbreak, okay? Could have been with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well. Or you know, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you're just taking on this heartbreak situation. But it needs to be revised, okay? It needs to be revised. I think there is a new creation from this in the past. Let's pull one more and see what else wants to come through. Yeah, it's now getting your balance back. It's getting your balance back. This is about duality. So this is the Two of Pentacles, and this is about balance and adaptability now with the new situation. Perhaps, you know, hopefully with this new narrative, with that new inspiration here, and then getting rid of the heartbreak. Okay, let's see what the Sacred Journey cards have to say about this. The Sacred Journey in terms of blocks and obstacles. Anything else? Blocks and obstacles. Anything else want to come through? Wow. In this process, you're going to be protected. Okay, just note that. Remember we mentioned like there was an amethyst that came out at the very, very beginning, and it was quite interesting. And I'm trying to think where that actually came from at the very beginning in terms of your feelings, the clarity. This is about protection, right? Well, that came about in terms of your feelings. Well, this is coming out in terms of blockages, just to know that you can continuously move on, that you are being protected. You are protected in this process, okay? You're given an opportunity that you are not only protected, but you are completely cherished as well. So I want you to remember that you are definitely being protected, and that is very, very key for you in this process, and to know that that is available for you. It's a time to really spread your wings and soar. You're protected and you're so safe right now. So you definitely, this says to move forward, trek forward, okay? That even though that the road ahead that you might not be able to see so well, know what's going to come, know that you're protected and to have faith, okay? That is very, very key, Taurus, okay? Now let's take a look at the best approach in terms of moving forward. The best approach in moving forward. What does that look like? Best approach in moving forward, here it is. Wow. Moving on to calmer waters. Now, this could be in a frame of mind, that revision that we spoke with. It could be moving on to the, a different type of relationship. Maybe this relationship is no longer serving you emotionally, spiritually, soulfully, or just moving on from this particular situation overall, whatever that is. So you could be emotionally fulfilled. Even though you put a lot of emotion into it, you knew it was in your best interest to walk away. Let's get further clarification on the best approach to walk away to calmer waters. When you walk away to calmer waters, you get the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, see how quick things can turn around? This is so amazing. Now, the Ten of Pentacles talk about, this is about wealth and establishment, right? This is happy family, prosperity, wealth. This is beautiful. When you walk away, you're doing so in your best interest, and you get the Ten of Pentacles. What do the Sacred Journey cards have to say about this? What wants to come out with that? Let's see what that is. Let's see. Here it is. Rejuvenating rain. This is about clearing the past, right? And you're actually heal in the present. This is beautiful. So let the waters, even if it's just a shower in the morning, whatever the case may be, this is saying is that you are healing the past and clearing that out. And by you clearing out the past, it heals the present moment, right? And that's what allows, for to leave the past and that of which didn't work out for you, but you're taking as a lesson learned and moving towards this, okay? So that's what really wants to come into play. This is so beautiful. Let's see what the Earth Oracle wants to come out and say in terms of the best approach moving forward. Best approach in moving forward in this situation for you. What is it? Ready but waiting. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay. This is nice. So this is about, whatever the situation is, this is about getting ready, and get ready. So stay in the now, and the now, and the now. What I mean by that is that maybe you're waiting for something to happen and it's just not happening fast enough. There is divine timing in this process, yes, but this also is a sacred gap for you to get ready. To get ready. It wants you to continuously get ready. So whatever it is that you need to prepare for this situation, for, this opportunity, for a love, for this situation, this is saying to go do whatever, start putting things into play. And I mentioned this on one read before, but if you are looking to date again, think about what it is that you're going to wear. Think about, how that outfit looks. Think about what you'd be talking about with that other person. It's kind of like that type of thing. And, the things that you would be doing, how he would laugh, and all these wonderful things, and how much fun that you'd have together. So that is about getting ready. So when that opportunity presents itself, boom. There you go. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. So same thing for the men too, right? It's just quite the same thing, but this is about, it's about ready, definitely ready, but waiting. So allow this time to be this sacred grab as a special gift to you. Okay. Keep this as a gift for you because it is very, very much a gift, and it has to do with love. So wait in love. There's a dove in her hand. There is a dove, and she's holding it, and it also is about peace. So be at peace, and wait in love, okay? Wait in peace, wait in love, okay? And that's what's coming into play. Anything else that wants to come into play? Let's see here. Now that is actually for, that is for kind of like the best approach, ready but waiting. So yeah, clearing the past to heal the present. That's really good. What is the potential future? What is the potential future of the situation? Let's see what that is. Okay, let's see what that is. Okay, potential future. Fortitude. Wow. This is about being strong. This is about standing in your strength and building on your strength. You know, looking at the broader picture of the eagle, right? And being playful as yourself, such as the sea otter, right? And being as perceptive and intuitive as the wolf, right? Really just standing strong in your own fortitude, having the courage, right? So nothing will shake or break you, okay? This is just really becoming strong in your center and strong in yourself. So having the fortitude and the courage to continue to move forward. It was all about this, is about the courage to move forward, to keep moving forward, you know, that type of thing. So this is about the potential future is fortitude. If this is something that you want, keep working on it and keep working forward. You have the strength to continue to move forward, you know, forward on this. Let's see what the tarot has to say about this. The potential future, about the outcome of the relationship or situation. New beginning, fool's journey, starting all over from zero. Okay, the hero's journey starts at zero, starts with the fool here. So this is a brand new journey, right? Brand new journey, starting all over with a new beginning, right? And that's exactly what I see here. How interesting. Yeah, and you know, you've got the strength and fortitude to continually move forward, right? There is a completion, okay? So what's going to happen is that as you move forward, there's going to be an opportunity that's going to present itself. You're making a decision to move forward, okay? You know, you're not bound that you can go one way or another, okay? But once you make a decision, something is coming to an end and to a completion, okay? And this is a major arcana card, so you actually get the World card. Yeah, and this really just talks about here, there's a completion. Perhaps there's a travel to someone, but if you want a new beginning with someone, you have a decision to make, and that's going to change your world. It could be, you know, moving somewhere else. It could be moving to see this other person, and it could be, again, coming to completion with this other person. Yes or no, okay? Let's pull a sacred journey card and see what wants to come through for this one. You got fortitude, new journey, new beginning for you. Then you got a decision to make, okay? This is interesting. Okay, what is it? Wow, staying focused, hold the course. All through your read, this is what the common thread, guys. Keep moving. You are supported. You're going to have decisions to make, and continue on your path with fortitude, with strength and courage. But this is saying stay focused and move forward. You know what your goal is. Note your comments below, but this is quite interesting. Now what I have to do is I have to pull some cards because I want to find out what it is that you need to hear but might not want to hear. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull some cards from the root cards here and then see what this is, okay? All right, I'm excited to see what this is for you. What advice does Taurus need to be aware of as it relates to this situation or this relationship? Here it is, okay? Here it is. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional, okay? So perhaps ask an expert in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to pull another card to see what else wants to come through. So perhaps you need some sort of advice in this process, okay? Here it is, okay? Shame, regret, and guilt, those are just bullshit. Forgive, let that stuff go. And if you can't, need help, you know where to go. Okay, so that's what this is talking about. You know, don't let your mind trick you. Okay, so that's what it talks about when we kind of started. And when we talked about, you know, some of these other cards, you know, from the very, very beginning, maybe getting clarity, you know, of a situation. So I think because you've known some information from a situation or from a previous, you know, from a relationship, that you're actually can either start with a new beginning in this relationship or in this situation, or you're choosing to, you know, push through this and hold the course. But you're going to have a decision to make, I feel. It's because something will come to a completion, right? And it's a new cycle for you, so you can choose. You have a decision whether or not that you're going to end this cycle and start anew. But you will have a decision to make. So quite interesting, guys. So I hope that this resonated with you in some way, shape, or form, and I look forward to seeing you in the month of November. And until then, namaste.